Hey everybody, this is Kyle, and here we're going to see what we can learn from the band Kiss. Now, I was doing a city music story series and was hoping more people would suggest songs and things, so I'm taking those suggestions and morphing them into this What Can We Learn From series. Kiss was suggested for the other series by Max Washington Songs, so today we're going to see what can we learn from Kiss when it comes to creativity and songwriting. Yeah, I know, who would think that anyone would ever study Kiss seriously? But the song I'm going to focus on here is Rock and Roll All Night. And this is one of my favorite Kiss songs. It's one I perform often whenever I play out. And there are a couple things I just really love about this song. But let's break it down. And for anybody watching this that is not a songwriter, is not a musician or anything like that, I want you to know I'm going to do my best to include some creativity aspects that we can learn from this song that might apply to you. Okay, a little information about this song. The record label was wanting Kiss to come up with an anthem. That means a song that's big, that gets people singing along. You play it and it just kills, it just dominates. And this song has some really cool elements. And obviously, looking back at the history of the song, this song became a definite anthem for the band. Let's list out the parts of the song. I'm going to call this first part a little break section. Usually a break section, it's a percussive break, something that separates like a verse and a chorus, or a chorus from, the next verse or something like that. So we got that little break section. Now, in the verse, that breaks up the different parts of the verse. Another part of the history of this song is it's actually two songs combined. Now, let me know in the comments if I'm getting this wrong, but I want to say Paul Stanley had part of a song, and then Gene Simmons had another part of a song, and they just put those two parts together. And essentially, verses were one author, and then the chorus was another author. Now, the verse and chorus parts of this song both use the same chords. They put them in a little different order. But at the end of the verse is another little break section. Then leads into the famous chorus to this song. So yeah, rock songs, they're pretty they're pretty weak on story sometimes. Now this one, if you look at it, and this is why I brought up the history of the song being parts of two songs that were brought together to make one complete song. If you look at the verses, and I want to say this was from You Drive Us Wild, I think was the working title to that song. You have some descriptions of what is going on. So we basically have two big verse sections. Within those verse sections, we have a division of two. So you could sort of say maybe there's four short verses, like verse 1, 2, chorus, verse 3, 4, chorus. If you look at it like that, you can see that verse 1 is repeated as verse 4. Now let's take a look at the chorus. Chorus, I want to rock and roll all night. And yeah, bad job singing on that, but just trying to give you the idea. I want to rock and roll all night and party every day. What is so awesome about this song is the chorus is the hook. Now, a quick side note, something I've been thinking about doing is taking songs from like the 70s, 60s, 50s, and things like that, and revisioning them, for example, as, say, 90s drum and bass track or something like that. Sort of modernizing them, but not to 2020s, but, maybe 1990s or 20-aughts, something like that. Let me know what you think of that idea, because this song would be really fun revised like that. Now, to open this song up and talk about the creative aspects of it. If you look at the words, you show us everything you've got, you keep on dancing, and the room gets hot. That is a great description. Now, of course, you can look at that and think, hey, that is super cheesy. If you went up to someone at a club, bar, gathering, something like that, and you are flirting and you say something like that, that's really cringeworthy. But if you think about it just on terms of writing, you are talking about how completely animalistically attractive someone is with that description. And in writing, this technique is called showing versus telling. Like if they said, hey, you're hot. Hey, you're attractive. It's boring. It doesn't inspire imagination. By telling a story in this fashion, you keep on dancing and the room gets hot. Yeah, of course there's innuendo to that, but there's so much more, and that's decent writing. But from a writing and creativity aspect, this song does a good job of giving you images that you can easily imagine in your head. And for me as a songwriter, for me as someone that is creative and enjoys trying to turn my creativity into something else, that's a great lesson to learn. How can you describe something that inspires imagination? Now, to all kinds of other ventures in life or hobbies or whatever the case might be, say you are in business, you come up with a cool product to sell. If you can describe it to people in a way that inspires imagination, don't you think that will help you be more successful? Let's look at some more of the song. You keep saying you'll be mine for a while. You're looking fancy and I like your style. That swag right there, that is so cool. Some parts of this song, yeah, as silly as they might be, are so timeless, are so contemporary. Yeah, the rock package may be extremely dated, and I know some people that watch my videos are going to get annoyed with me saying that. But if you think about that message, though, keep saying you'll be mine for a while. That is such an amazing and concise description of going out and meeting somebody and that flame is burning hot and bright and you don't know how long it's going to burn before it expires. Or maybe it keeps going. And it's so cool to get that little hint, that image that you can latch onto. That other line, you're looking fancy and I like your style. That is something thinking of my past, people I have seen, people I've been married to. Yeah, there's a joke there. Things like that. This idea here, you see someone based on their looks. And yeah, regardless of how idealistic we like society to be, most often the first impression we get with each other, human to human, is the visual. I mean, that's one reason why platforms like YouTube and TikTok, etc., have excelled like they have. So, summary here. What can we learn from Kiss? Put things into concise words. They don't have to be overly fancy words. Don't overthink the words. Put things into concise words that inspire imagination. And that's why songs like this are awesome. That's why songs like this, you can take the lyrics out of them, transport them to a different place and time. It still works. Now, depending on how these videos go, this What Can We Learn From series, my schedule is changing up a little bit. If people are liking this, then on Saturdays, most Saturdays of the month will be these videos and then maybe some other things sprinkled in there. But let me know an artist that you're thinking of. And if you want to say an artist and a song, let me know. Put me to work. Make me do something. Because obviously I'm just sitting here with some fishes. That's hard to point with your thumb like that. I always say things like that. Gonna end with a real quick thank you to my patrons. I'll put their names up here. If you want to hear me cover this song and other songs, make sure you sign up on my Patreon. Every week, live performance videos of cover and original music. So thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time.